You are listening to Sean Harrison on Amp Life Talk Radio, a place for amputees and those dealing with limb loss. The views expressed on the show by the host, co-hosts, and guests are their own. Always seek medical advice from a licensed medical professional.
Well, hello guys. So tonight I wanted to go live out of my normal time, not my normal time. I wanted to come on and go live because it's been a while since I've been on, and I know it's been a while since you guys have actually seen me. So if you hear a little echo in the background, it's because I'm actually, I have a setup to where I can actually have a speaker on. So I kind of get to hear myself double time, but we don't get the feedback. So for anybody that's listening to the show, whether it's on YouTube, hopefully you're picking up sound off of the camera, but it's a nice little feature I'm trying out here on Amp Life Talk Radio, a show for amputees and those affected by limb loss. Yes, you can see I did a different setup for my studio. I got my place clean. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to come on because there have been a lot of things that have been going on and a lot of things that have been happening. For those of you that have been following some of the things that I've been doing, you will know that I've been doing some racing. So we did Para-Spartan. Yes, we are the champs. My team, Casey McAllister, Pat Lonsdale, Dave Gannis, and myself, Sean Harrison. As you can see, my wonderful little trophy right there. First place we took for that, and there's a big check up there somewhere. I don't want to show that off. I don't want one of you people trying to rob me or nothing. So I wanted to come on and talk about the new year because we're about to end off this year. We're about to go into a new year, and I have some ideas. I have some things that I'm doing for the show to be a little bit more creative. But more than anything, I'm trying to give you a little bit more of me here on the talk show because I know I have been just once a week on the show. I'm trying to get this to where you're actually going to get, hopefully, pre-recorded shows and some live shows, one every day. That's big. But I'm looking at trying to do smaller shows, 5-minute to 15-minute shows, motivational talks, quick talks, because what I'm finding, too, is the longer talks take up a lot of time, a lot of show prep. And with doing the magazine, Amp Nation magazine, time is very limited. But I figure doing the smaller shows is something that I think is going to be more useful for you out there in podcast land and for the people that are on YouTube. So tonight I wanted to do one just because we are approaching the holidays. And with approaching the holidays, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of things that transpire over the holidays. And I wanted to do a quick little talk. If you see the clip in the show, what it's talking about, it talks about giving thanks. And more than that, giving thanks in a hard time. So before we get into that, let's do a proper introduction. My name is Sean Harrison. This is Amp Life Talk Radio, a show for amputees and those affected by limb loss or limb difference. If you are an amputee, I want you to know you're not alone. There is a place for you, and it's right here at Amp Life Talk Radio, also known as Amp One Studios. I do this show to inspire, educate, and motivate amputees and people dealing with limb loss, also as an educational platform for family members who are living with someone, caregivers who help people dealing with limb loss or amputations. With that being said, tonight's show is a quick show. We're talking about giving thanks in hard times. And this year, on the fourth Thursday of every November, every year, millions of people in the United States sit down to overflowing tables with relatives and friends, traveling, all of that. A golden stuffed turkey and the traditional sides, whatever they may be for your family. And at the center of most of them, as they celebrate Thanksgiving, is this wonderful meal. Well, one of the things that we don't think about, and one of the things that comes with this time of year when we travel, whether we're at home whether we're with loved ones or not, one of the things that comes is dealing with hard times, dealing with those moments, especially if you find yourself, you just went through an amputation, you're a new amputee, and it's around the holidays. That can be hard to deal with, hard to process, hard to cope with. You're in a hospital, you're in a skilled nursing facility, wherever it may be. How do we give thanks? How do we find positive in such a dark place, a dark moment, a hard moment? Well, what does it mean to give thanks? So I wanted to just go through a quick show with you and talk about some of that. If you find yourself sitting in a skilled nursing facility, you're at home, you just got an amputation, or you've had your amputation for some time and you're just having a tough time dealing with it, this show is for you. If you're alone, you don't have family, you're finding yourself by yourself on this Thanksgiving coming up, this show is for you. Giving thanks is more than just an expression of gratitude. Giving thanks is way more than that. Giving thanks goes way beyond just a turkey on a plate. Giving thanks goes way beyond having family and friends over. Giving thanks is much more than all of that. Giving thanks is gratitude. Being grateful. Being grateful even though you're going and struggling with a tough time, a hard time. It is that simple thing, being truthful with you, that is what giving thanks in tough times is all about. Gratitude. Thanking someone caring for you at that nursing facility or in the hospital. Thankful that you're still alive. Thankful that you're going to be able to move on with your life with the help of a prosthesis. Gratitude is more than words. It's way more than words communicated. It is ultimately a mindset, a mentality. So when we think about giving thanks in hard times, we can't do that without having gratitude. This mindset, this mentality. It is an awareness of self and everything around you. Even though things are hard, the world may seem like it's closing in on you, this mindset and this mentality of gratitude is what will help you in those tough times, especially around this time of the year when you might not be able to make it home to family and friends. You might find yourself alone. Gratitude is what is going to help you in those moments. Thanksgiving is not really a holiday of indulging and stuffing your face with all the fixings and all the good stuff. It is a lifestyle that actually sacrifices and succumbs to the reality of grace. In these hard times, these tough times, people have asked me when I went through my amputation, how do you get through that? For me, I'm a man of faith. My faith is what pulled me through. And trust me, it was hard. I had to remember all the things I could be grateful for. Gratitude is what helped me. Being grateful for the things that I was left with. I had a sound leg. I had good health. I had good friends. I had a really good friend who helped take care of me. So when we start thinking about this, how do we give thanks in hard times during this time of the year, during this season? Some things that I can share with you are just a few pointers, and I want to just drop these with you, let you get back to doing whatever it is with your family or your friends. I was actually listening to Christmas music, getting myself in a joyous mood. But here's some things I want to leave with you when we start thinking about giving thanks in hard times. Remember, gratitude is our foundation. What does that mean? It means we need to assess, what do I have? The people around me, my family, my health, another opportunity. The blessings are still there. We just have to see them. Giving thanks in hard times, it means to acknowledge what you have, where you got it from. Thankful that we're alive. Thankful that whatever took our limb didn't take our life. It means to acknowledge, where did I get it? When you say thank you, you're actually giving someone credit for something they have done for you. You go through an amputation and you come out the other side. You owe someone a big thank you that you're still alive, you're still here, you're still breathing. You still have another opportunity at life. Going through hard times, how do we deal with being grateful in these hard times? Well, one thing is appreciate. It means to appreciate. Gratitude means to appreciate. We have so many people that touch our lives when we go through an amputation, from the nurses to the doctors to the skilled therapists. So many people that are going to touch our lives. Maybe another amputee comes into your life, a peer visitor. It means to be appreciative, to appreciate. How can I say thanks to these people? How can I repay them? Get back up and live. That's how you can repay those people. Go back in and see your therapist. I know that was one of the things that I did when I lost my leg. I told myself I was going to walk back into that hospital, walk back down to that room. And in that, I met so many of the people that had helped me, the nurses, the doctors, all my practitioners. I was able to thank them. And even to this day, working in this industry, I'm still able to thank them because I see them as colleagues now. So when you're sitting there and you're thinking about giving thanks in hard times on this Thanksgiving, I want you to just think about gratitude. Being grateful for what you have. And I know that's hard, but I'm sure if you really was to sit down and think about it, start a journal, write down the things that you're grateful for, that you still have in your life, that you still have control over, that you can still master in spite of the limb loss. And you'll come to understand gratitude. So, my friends, I wanted to do a quick show and just give you that because that was on my heart. It was pressing on me to come in and say something along those lines. Hey, Matthew, I'm looking at some of the people. I had a screen up. I couldn't see you guys. No sound. Sorry, guys, if you're not getting sound on that end. I do have, I am recording this on my podcast. I'll put the link up inside this conversation. In fact, I'll do that for you now, because I'm going to post it straight up over on Spreaker, where you'll be able to go and basically listen to it. I got this whole thing with YouTube where I'm trying to get it to do what I want it to do with all the sound that I do. But I will post that here for you guys, and I'll type you guys a message. So thanks, guys. I just typed you guys a message over there. So I wanted to end off the show and just say to you guys that, one, I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. And let me just click on something here. Okay, that mic's not working. So you're going to hear the show, and I'm going to type this for everybody over here on YouTube because they don't have sound, so bear with me. as I typed him a message. So, gratitude. Thanks, everyone. I'm so grateful for the show. We're going to be trying to do more frequent shows and do things for you guys and clean up this sound issue on YouTube. I probably didn't click something in my listening to Christmas songs. I was so happy. But hey, thanks. I appreciate all you guys listening to the show. And I will, if the sound doesn't come up on this, remember, just follow the links over here. Go over to Spreaker, and the show will post as soon as I hit complete from here. Gratitude, my friends. How to give thanks in these times when there's a lot going on, or we're going through some tough times. Gratitude, my friends. I wish all you a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. You'll hear more from me. I'll be on. I'm back. My sinuses are better now. That's why I wasn't on the show last time. But I am back on the show, and I look forward to coming back and doing these smaller segment shows for you and doing them more frequently. And be aware they're going to happen at all hours of the day. I may do some in the morning. I may do some at night. But you're going to be able to get them over here on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe. I'm going to put that in here. Please subscribe to get. So thanks again. A small show. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope your holidays are wonderful. Okay? Be blessed, my friends.
You are listening to Sean Harrison on Amp Live Talk Radio, a place for amputees and those dealing with limb loss. The views expressed on the show by the host, co-hosts, and guests are their own. Always seek medical advice from a licensed medical professional.